a lot of speculation out there about the symbolic meaning of the word jade in Jade Helm. Some people think that jade stands for green, green stands for money, and the green money symbolizes the financial collapse of America, while others speculating that since the Asian people seem to favor jade for jewelry, because jade brings luck and good fortune, then therefore it must mean that the Chinese or the Asians will be at the helm when the collapse occurs. I'm going to show you that the jade behind Jade Helm is actually an acronym for something much more straightforward. Raytheon, one of the leading premier defense contractors in the world, it runs a BBN Technologies program. What is BBN? It's Innovation on Demand. Raytheon BBN Technologies, one of Raytheon's premier research and development centers. Okay, and it goes on to explain some of the key points of the BBN Technologies program. It's a world-class quantum research team enabling next-generation quantum sensing, communications, and computing. BBN's multi-sensor processing systems are in use in the U.S. Navy, UK, Royal Air Force, and Canadian Navy. Our software has been a major part of every generation of North American tactical IP military network. They go on to say they continue to lead in speech recognition technology, making dramatic improvements in accuracy. So why, you ask, is the NSA collecting all of your voice communications? This is why. Some more about their technologies include call center analytics, shooter detection for helicopters, shooter detection for vehicles in fixed positions, shooter detection for dismounted troops, automated monitoring and translation of foreign news broadcasts, communications, portable real-time two-way translation, on-the-fly language translation, automated monitoring and translation of foreign language websites, multifunction Android situation awareness device. This is going to be very important. Okay, passive infrared image capture device, unattended video ground sensors. That is also going to be very important. Okay, BBN's research and development expertise spans the following domains: big data, cloud computing, cybersecurity, distributed systems, immersive learning, networking and communication, quantum physics, sensor systems, speech language and multimedia technologies, and synthetic biology tools. This is going to be important. Okay, and as we all know, and if you've watched my videos, that the Jade Helm operation is basically predicated on a platform of network-centric warfare. Network-centric warfare is also a key component of PNAC, the Project for the New American Century. The DoD now mandates that a global information grid, or a GIG, okay, is going to be the primary framework for network-centric warfare. Now let's take a look at this DTIC Newswire, which came out on April 10th, 2015, Fort Belvoir, Virginia. The Pentagon is starting a strategic research and development effort focused on developing next-generation technologies in order for the U.S. military to retain its technological advantage on the world stage. The Long Range Research and Development Plan, or LRDP, allows industry, academia, and small business to competitively work on new ideas and concepts while focused on specific research areas that will result in new military technologies. This is actually funny. Because they're spying on everyone, especially technology companies. Why pay you to develop something when they can let you develop it and just take it? It goes on to say that the LRRDP consists of 5 working groups that focus on the following specific technologies: space, undersea, air dominance, and strike, air and missile defense, and lastly, a technology-driven group with the goal of identifying and integrating commercial technological advancements. Well, isn't that the mastering the human domain aspect of Jade Helm? Isn't that its foundation? Here at the Department of Defense's Science blog, dateline March 16, 2015. Let's see. This blog is highlighting the specific work of this particular scientist at the DoD, and he's being asked, what is your role in SSC Pacific's Advanced Photonic Technologies branch? He replies, a rather complicated question. At the DoD's Warfare Center, science and technology professionals are uniquely positioned to serve in many roles. We perform more applied research than you'll find in academia. Well, no kidding. We have out there what's called Tier 1 through 5 and beyond technologies. Tier 1 technology is what you basically find on the shelves of Radio Shack. Tier 2 is more or less the new and innovative stuff coming out like the Apple Watch. Tier 3 is the semi-classified weaponry and technology being used by the military, while tiers 4 and 5 are those technologies that are dedicated to the black projects, the military, and other government rabbit holes that these technologies are being bottle capped in, and you don't even hear about them. Free space optical communication, or OCOMs, provide dramatically higher bandwidths compared to all wireless methods. When wireless data rate is paramount, OCOMs is the method of choice. The additional limitations presented by, he's talking about undersea environment here, but you'll see that the applications go far beyond that, notably lack high-frequency radio wave propagation. If, for example, an airborne or a float platform requires communication with the submarines at speed and depth, OCOM is only covert and high bandwidth method available. The concept of OCOMs for the undersea domain has been around for more than 30 years. And he says that it's time that we take this technology a leap forward. He goes on to say in the interview that he's also supporting a program that is developing the wireless transmission of power and communication. This is technology. Now remember, going back here to Raytheon's page on its BBN project, where it goes on to describe all of the technologies that are going to be employed in Jade Helm. I don't believe that there is any symbolic significance to the Jade in Jade Helm. I think it's pretty much out there. It's the Joint Assistant for Development and Execution. It says right here, Jade. By who? BBN Technologies. From where? Raytheon. In conjunction with who? DARPA. This defense program paper is 33 pages long, and I'm not going to sit here and read the whole thing to you. I've read it, and I'm going to go over what I think are some of the key points in it. Jade can be used to support both deliberate and crisis action or time-sensitive planning. Jade software enables a military planner to build a preliminary force deployment plan in less than an hour. Jade uses knowledge-intensive planning technique that employs case-based and generative planning methods to handle large-scale, complex plans in minimal time. The tool supports rapid retrieval and reuse of previous planned data, both deliberate plans and previously developed crisis plans. To support plan platform development, constraint checking is provided and results are used to provide the user with reminders of steps to do during the force deployment planning process. The ACO version of Jade, or the Adaptive Course of Action, is configured to derive planning data such as preferred forces, planning guidance, and planning state information from the ACOA campaign object. Deployment planning in Jade starts with the receipt of a mission statement. Jade follows a case-based reasoning, or CBR, paradigm in supporting the matching of data about the current mission with data that describes the deployment plans that constitute the loaded library of deployment plans, or case base. Jade's three major technology components include Format, Prodigy, and Parka. Format users interact with Jade through a user interface that is directly connected to the Format, or Force Management and Analysis Tool module. Format was originally developed at the MITRE Corporation and used to support knowledge acquisition. That's data collection. That's what the NSA is performing on everyone.
Okay, so that was a lot of technical stuff about this Jade Helm. This is probably going to be a couple parts to this, since I can only go 15 minutes on this, whatever program I'm using. But yeah, here's some more. I'm going to put links in all of my videos I'm going to be making. But pretty much, they are going to... This border thing is just really crazy. If you read all this that I'm going through right here, the description of that, it tells you more than all the lingo and technical stuff that lady was just talking about. And by the way, she did say we can share and repost and all that, so YouTube, don't be scrolling around. I'm really upset about this border thing. There's something going on. And it's not just about the caravan. That's the smoke screen. Just like the California fires, it's a smoke screen. Yeah, they might want to run that railway thing, track, whatever. They use every chaos for a million different reasons. It's never just one thing. Ever. So, with that being said, I'm going to go over this one and this one in my next video. So stay tuned. This was only part 1. I just wanted to get some of that lingo technical crap out that I didn't feel like reading. So there's that. So I'll catch up with you later. This is Rhea from Patriots Rise Up. Patriots Rise Up. Wake up, man. It's time. It's on.